Hey everyone, welcome to No Sense. I'm Tom.
I'm Mike.
With that, let's go ahead and give us some news. Mike, what do we got going on today?
All right. First one, I actually saw this on Twitter a few days ago, and kind of blew my mind. So we'll see if you've heard this story.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
A slice of cake from Princess Diana and Prince Charles's wedding sells for over $2,500. And it's from their wedding in 1981.
It just sold?
Yeah.
It's been sitting waiting to sell?
Yeah, it says slice of cake from Princess Diana and Prince Charles's 1981 wedding has been auctioned for $2,500 and $2,565.
So does it shock you that it sold for that much?
No, it's just the fact that it's still, someone still hung on to that. That's what shocked me.
Well, like a lot of times when you...
I know people hang on to their wedding cakes, but it's like...
Well, she died, so they couldn't eat it, right?
Well, she died like after they got married.
Yeah, well, you wait. It's like your 5-year anniversary. It's like some like years you eat your piece of cake, right?
I know people hang on to it. I don't think they actually ate it, though.
Yeah, that's like the tradition. If it's frozen, it's good.
Well, it's sold to a fan, apparently, a fan of the royal family.
It's something like that. I don't know. Mary, it's like a year. I don't know. How long were they married before she passed away? I don't know. I don't know that much. Does it say on there?
I don't think it does. It says a private collector from Leeds, England, purchased the slice through an auction in England. So the slice of cake weighs about 28 ounces and was preserved inside a plastic wrap and cake tin.
Yeah.
It says it features a coat of arms design along with decorative icing. Comes from one of the 23 official cakes that were made for the royal wedding and given to Moria Smith.
23 cakes. So they probably had...
They had a lot of people.
Maybe they were eating a cake slice every year.
One
you know
whole
what I
cake
mean? Like,
for every anniversary.
Yeah. Well, I got to be honest, that sounds crazy. But in reality, it's Princess Diana. I thought it might go for more than $2,500.
Yeah,
to be honest, like
that was another part that surprised me. It was only $2,500.
Yeah, like
and I know it's just a piece of cake, but it's like.
But Princess Diana is so famous.
A big deal.
You know, yeah, people loved her. So like, I would assume that somebody would be willing to pay more. I bet you that seller will probably be able to sell that for more later.
I also was like confused why they would even auction that off.
They probably just need the coin, man.
Put it in a museum. I don't think the royal family needs any money. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're hurting for cash.
Yeah, well, why? Hey, well, check this out. You're so famous. You go through your fridge and sell your old shit.
They're just thinking like,
hey,
what idiot's going to buy this?
I got this leftover sandwich from last week. Should I throw it away? No, throw that on eBay, honey.
Should we just say that?
People are going to buy that.
Say it was Princess Diana's sandwich and maybe it'll go for a couple grand.
Just stamp the royal emblem on there. And somebody will snag it.
Yeah, I saw this on Twitter a couple days ago, and I was like kind of blown away by the fact that they were selling a piece of cake from like 40 years ago.
I've heard of people holding on to their cake for a long time before. Not that I would. I think we did like, it's like your first anniversary. I may be wrong, but we ate ours on our 1-year anniversary.
Okay, so, well, 1 year's not that long.
Didn't taste the same, I don't think. It's supposed to.
I imagine it wouldn't.
We like sealed it all proper. We did everything. Mary's pretty big on tradition. So, but it wasn't what we thought. We ate a little bit and we're like, yeah, we can't. I don't want to eat the rest of this. So I can't imagine. What if he just bought it and he just like sat down in front of his TV and he's like,
ate it?
That would be eating a royal piece of cake with my dinner.
I mean, what else? I guess you could like put it in a museum or something, I guess. But
yeah, but it has to be cold. They can melt, right?
He's gonna have to keep it in his freezer.
Yeah, we want to know. Will you tell us
what are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, let us know what you're doing with it.
I'm like genuinely curious.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, what's his name? Does it say?
Yeah, his name is Gary Layton or Jerry Layton.
Gary or Jerry?
It's spelled Gerry. It's Jerry Gergich.
Jerry or Gary, dude.
Jerry Gergich, Larry Gergich.
Yeah, Larry. Just call him Larry. Hey, Larry, do you buy a bunch of people's old cakes?
Yeah, what do you do with all that cake?
What if he has what if that is his museum? Is a bunch of famous people's frozen wedding cake?
Well, he could start a cake museum now. He's got his first prize piece.
Larry,
that could be a thing, I guess.
The world's changing, Larry.
What if he collects them from all the royal weddings, like Pokemon? You gotta catch them all.
Oh, dude, you gotta catch all the cake slices.
I mean, More power to you, dude. And I don't want to drop $2,500 on a piece of cake. That's probably
we should have kept those. I
rotten.
could have sold it to Larry. He wouldn't want my cake.
I don't know. He might be.
I'm not royal enough.
No, I don't know.
2,500. What was the total?
$2,565.
I wonder who else is bidding on it. I wonder how many people.
Yeah, he probably got into a bidding war. I don't know. I'm guessing this is the only slice that was available because it doesn't say anything about any other slices, but still. I thought it would have been sold for more.
Unless there is multiple slices.
Maybe they're just hanging on to them. They're like thinking we can get $2,500 at least out of this like every year.
I don't know. I'm really curious. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a way to go to like the post where that was sold. Was it on eBay? Does it say what it was on?
No, it was through a private auction, I guess.
So it was on site.
Yeah, it was through.
That's probably why it didn't get higher.
It says it was through Dominic Winter Auctioneers, located in, I don't even know how to pronounce this town. Cirencester? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but it's some town in England.
I wonder if that's why it didn't go for more. I bet if you threw that on eBay,
Oh yeah.
if it started trending on eBay, it would make a lot more money.
Yeah, 100%. Because the royal family has like some pretty diehard fan bases.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even here, like people are obsessed with them.
Princess Diana, I remember hearing things like people were devastated all
Yeah.
over the world. All over the world. That's
I
why
remember
I'm
when that
curious.
happened because she died in like the 90s.
Yeah, Princess Diana was like
So the wedding was
adored.
like way before then because I remember when it happened, I was like,
She was young though.
yeah, it was like mid 90s or early 90s or something like that.
Yeah.
when she died.
She was young.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but yeah, I remember like everybody loved Princess Diana, so they were all devastated, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a weird one. So
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
next story is from India. A snake on a plane was removed at an airport in India.
Oh yeah, Sammy.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh man, that actually. Go ahead.
It says wildlife trappers were summoned to an airport in India when workers found themselves in a situation of life imitating art. A snake on a plane. And it had a picture, and the snake was just like wrapped around like some pole. It must have been like in the cargo or something like that. It looked like it was the cargo section of
Really?
the plane. It says Kolkata airport officials confirmed a baggage handler for airline Indigo was preparing the plane for a flight to Mumbai when he spotted the snake in the cargo hold before passengers began boarding. It says the Forest Department officer was summoned to the scene, and a video recorded at the airport shows the trapper struggling to contain the large reptile on the tarmac. It said the snake was later identified as a non-venomous rat snake. It says officials said they believe the snake slithered aboard the plane while it was being unloaded from an earlier flight.
So it's been on more than one plane?
No, it was like when they were unloading
Oh, okay.
the luggage and stuff, it like somehow got on when they were like working on the plane.
I'm gonna say it's
So
all.
it wasn't like they
On to the
weren't.
next one.
No, they
Let's
weren't
keep
on.
flying.
They weren't in the air or anything. Luckily, which I'm sure would have been crazy.
But never
but-
made it in the air. Okay.
Yeah, it just like slithered on, I guess, and then someone spotted it and they got it out of there.
Who reported that? Like, like I get that it's only because of the title of a movie is that story even relevant. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
Like I'm sure animals get on like weird stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
Like, oh, get it out of here. All right, but some guy was like, dude, we have to tell the news that we had to take this rat snake off the plane.
Yeah, someone had to whip out their phone and take a
Yeah,
video
they're
of
like,
it.
this is crazy. You know?
How many times do you think that story's been like sent to Samuel L. Jackson from people?
Did I ever tell you that I met Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, you told this
Yeah,
story.
I won't tell the rest of it because I'll just say this that so when we were getting on the plane, so we flew together, and when we were getting on the plane, he was in first class, and we're walking by, and every single person was like, "Snakes on the plane? Are there snakes on this plane, Samuel?" And he was just like,
Just hating life.
just like, fuck my life, man. Like every single person was like, dude, snakes on the plane, bro. Snakes on the plane. He just wouldn't even look up. He was just like,
I guarantee
this
every
is it,
single
forever.
every single flight he gets on that
every
happens.
time I fly.
That's the price you got to pay though. If you're in a movie called Snakes on a Plane,
Yeah.
you have to expect that that's gonna happen.
Every single, yeah, and I don't know, man. It's pretty funny though. I can't remember. I remember everybody. Like I walked past and I just hear everybody, snakes on the plane, bro. And then the next person, I could just hear it, like the whole time
poor
they're
guy.
walking down the plane.
But I mean, like, you're in a meme of a movie like that. You have to expect that people are going to give you shit for it.
Did you watch it?
I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
I saw like the TV cut though. I've never actually watched it like unedited.
It was like, I've seen it years ago, but I remember I was like, oh, it's literally just snakes on a plane.
Yeah, you would think that they would try to mix in some twist, but nope. It was just straight up.
Okay.
There's snakes
All right,
on the plane.
Snakes on a plane. Okay.
So, our last one for the day. This one's not really as exciting, but I thought it was kind of funny. It said a pelican escaped from an Irish zoo and was spotted 100 miles away from the zoo.
Took one look and said, no,
And it said,
thanks, man.
this is the second time that he's escaped, and he was spotted in Wexford, which is apparently 100 miles away from where his zoo is at. So he's been in the park since 2012, and he's done it before. He did it in 2018. He thinks that Wexford is a great place for a staycation. He said the previous escape ended with the bird and his half-brother returning to the zoo on their own. So they just went to hang out and then flew
His
back.
half-brother?
Yeah. Apparently he's got a half-brother pelican.
What a thing to...
How do we know if it's a half-brother?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what a thing to follow. Like, somebody's organizing all these animals.
You got the whole family tree
Yeah.
of this pelican? Like,
No, I think that's his second cousin out there. Yeah. He's got the dot behind his left fin. Yep, that's his second cousin.
So it says the officials are hoping the pelican will return to the park in September, October. So they're not even like trying to catch him or anything. They're just like, he came back before. He'll come back again.
Well, if he doesn't get food, he'll probably fly back.
Yeah, we'll see. So
He's been incarcerated since 2012.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's going to have a hard time getting food on his own.
So-
And if he doesn't come back, let that guy go, man. He's done his time.
He said his half-brother is still in the wildlife park, so he escaped solo this time. And the other option, as he is unlikely to stay in Wexford, is he will head off to the continent, possibly over to Greece and Romania, where there are other great white pelicans.
That's wild.
And it said they're marathon flyers, so they can cover up to 300 miles in a single flight. That's insane. I never knew that.
300 miles?
300 miles in a single flight.
Wow.
How long do you think that would take for a pelican? Probably days, you would think, right?
Let's just compare 300 miles to, like, running 300 miles. That is so far.
I don't even know, like driving a car, that's like, what, 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, driving a car going, like, 80 miles, 70, 80 miles an hour.
Pelicans aren't fast. I imagine they're slower on the scale of birds.
Well, let's say they fly 20 miles an hour. That's like a 10, 12-hour flight. Right?
So 300 miles for that would be weeks, maybe. Right?
No.
Or
no.
a week?
No, I said it's like a 10, 12-hour flight.
For only
So say 4 to 5 hours. What'd you say? So
300 miles.
300 miles at 70 miles an hour would be like, what, 400? So 3-4 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So you translate, if that's going to be 3 or 4 hours, by somebody that can go.
We're not mathematicians. by
No,
the
we're
way.
not. I'm trying my best here. Let's say somebody can do a third of that. Let's say he flies 25 miles an hour.
Do you think a pelican could fly that fast?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe if they're like
Birds fly pretty
If
fast.
they're downwind, maybe. But if they're like,
Well, when they
flying
get going,
over-
they cruise, right? So what do you think? 10 miles an hour?
I don't know. We'll have to look that up because I
Bring
really
that back.
don't know.
I'm curious. I want to know how long that is. But it's still not a week, is my point.
It would be
If it was 20 miles an hour, it would be 10 to 12 hours.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it was 10 miles an hour, let's just say, if we divided that by 2, then it would be maybe a day.
Okay.
So it's still a day, unless it's like 5 miles an hour.
No, I don't. I think they'd go fast.
I bet they're 10 to 20.
Now that you mention it, I think like once they do get up in there, I think they just cruise.
They fly, yeah.
And they don't flap the whole time or whatever. They're just kind of ride in the wind.
Yeah, they'll go down and they'll flap.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I could see them catching speed that way.
There was a crane documentary. There's this like highest peak in like, I don't know exactly where. I'm just gonna say China or something. And these red crown cranes once a year, they fly directly at it and straight up. They don't go around it. And it's like you go around this mountain. They fly straight up, and it's like one of the tallest peaks. And they do it. It's a tradition once a year. And they fly up it, and half of them can't make it, and they like fall off, and they make it over. And it's like a tradition they do like once a year. And they say it so those birds are like represent like accomplishment or overcoming.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. If you got to watch it actually.
Do they know why they do it?
No. So it's literally like
It's just
like a mountain, and they're like, all right, and they just go straight up. Like they don't fly at an angle. They go into it, and then they fly like straight up and over it.
That's bizarre.
And it's super tall, so a lot of them don't make it. They're just like, no, I'm done, dude. Where's the water cups? You know, that beat me up.
I never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Birds are interesting.
Birds are weird, dude.
I know.
Yeah, I imagine pelicans aren't that fast, but maybe I'm sure once they catch like the current of the air, they're probably somewhat quick.
I want to make a note of that. How fast can pelicans fly?
They're definitely not like a hawk or anything.
Let's compare them.
Because I know some hawks can go like 100 miles per hour.
Really?
Or falcons.
Falcons or hawks?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have that answer next time, guys.
I can't remember what type of hawk or falcon it was, but I saw a video of one. What they do is like they just dive straight down if they see something on the ground they want to catch, and they just straight dive bomb it and like just smack it, and it kills the animal like instantly.
They hit it that hard?
Yeah.
With what? What do they hit it with? Their beak?
Their feet, like their claws or whatever.
They just punch
Or
it?
something like, yeah, they
Wait,
do like
wait,
it's like a
they're all-
falcon punch. It's a falcon punch.
Falcon punch,
It's a
dude.
literal falcon
Dude,
punch.
they're
dude.
just like, they're like, here he is, dude. What's up? Get that fool.
Yeah, they're just like, I saw a video of like,
Dude, what?
it was some nature documentary or something. They were
What?
watching like,
It can't be their claws.
it was something. We'll have
Dude.
to watch a video because
Dude, imagine their little claws would break. Like punching something in the face from freaking at 100 miles an hour. My hand would be destroyed.
I swear
And we
to
got
God,
more bones in there. Dude, it can't be their hands.
I swear to God, I saw it like it was just like a video. I don't know if it was like a little prairie dog or something or what. but
Falcon punch, bro?
dude, this thing literally like you didn't even see
dude.
the falcon. It just like was like the blink of an eye and it was like boom. This
Dude.
thing on the ground was like dead.
Where are my Smash Bro fans at? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm curious.
I think the falcon punch is based on a real thing. I'm pretty sure.
Falcons don't kill their enemies by punching them, bro.
I swear to God, I saw it, dude.
That sounds
I'm gonna
so
find
wild.
the video and I'm gonna put it on this clip.
Dude, like a falcon just straight up knocking somebody out.
I swear to God, I saw it.
I can't even like.
I'm gonna show you the video after this.
Well, I hope you do because that would be one of the most interesting. Because okay, so if they're flying, their claws are back here, right?
Yeah.
Then they have to like swoop in, like hook, like.
Maybe
how do
it's a falcon kick.
What are? Yeah, I guess they are their legs. So it
Yeah.
can't be a. So it's a
A
falcon.
punch would be with their wings, I would say. I
Just
guess.
a
So
shoulder,
it's a falcon
just shoulder
kick.
thrust.
Yeah, so I think they like at the last second they just do like a boom.
No, they
like
don't,
that.
dude.
I swear, dude.
I don't think they do. That doesn't make.
I'm gonna find it, dude.
They
And we're
just
gonna watch it.
bicycle kick.
We're gonna watch it before
You
we
telling
leave
me
here.
this falcon flies
And I'm
down?
gonna put the video on the clip of
Dude.
it happening.
This dude is doing 100 miles an hour, and he's all boom, kicks his,
That's how they do it, dude.
boots him in the chin.
Yeah.
Game over. Good night.
They just like knock them. They hit them so fast that it just kills them instantly.
Dude. Well, that's like the mantis shrimp. Are you familiar with the mantis shrimp?
No.
So, if I'm probably wrong about this, but it's something along these lines. But the mantis shrimp is like so powerful that they kill fish or they knock out fish by just closing their prawns hard enough to shoot a sonic blast, and it
Really?
knocks fish out. Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah, they're just boom, and it like shoots little rays of concussion.
That's insane. They're
Yeah.
like little superheroes.
They're like, they actually are superheroes. I think they can see like 2,500 more colors than the human eye, and they can like, it's really crazy. And they're like, honestly, like lobsters. They're big and like multicolored. Have you ever seen one?
How big do those get? I don't think I've
People,
seen
they
them.
look like lobsters. People eat them.
I wouldn't.
People
wanna
eat
that.
superheroes.
What if it like absorbs your soul and becomes
What if you become a superhero?
What if we get replaced by mantis shrimp? They sound like they're stronger than us.
Dude, they said that if you were as strong as a mantis shrimp, you could throw a baseball into the atmosphere.
Like Uncle Rico from Napoleon, or no, it was a football.
Oh, is it a football?
Throw a football over the mountains.
Napoleon, dude. Dynamite. That's a good one. You should revisit that. Yeah, but they get like this big. I've seen them. I've seen people like in exotic, people eat them as like, exotic foods or whatever. But yeah, they can, boom, and they knock fish out cold.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't even have to hit them. And I was like, what? So
that's like the greatest power ever.
That's like me clapping in your face and then knocking you out cold.
That's got to be like the easiest.
With one hand. That's not even with both my hands. I'm just like, you're just like.
That's like the easiest hunting ever. They probably eat for days.
Well, they got to get close enough to them too, though.
Although they're probably fast too, aren't they? I've seen lobsters and shrimp move pretty fast.
That's so weird.
I don't know. Fish are fast too, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, fish are faster.
So, like, what do you think the maximum size of a fish would be that they could do that to?
I mean, who knows?
Because if they're in the ocean, there's some pretty big fish out there. I can't imagine they're knocking out, like, swordfish or anything.
No, I'm sure it's smaller fish, probably. They don't need much to be full.
True. I guess if they're like the size of a lobster, they probably don't need to eat that big of a fish.
And that might be a big one. Maybe not all of them are that big, but they're really pretty. They have like the craziest exotic colors, man.
I wouldn't think that a shrimp would eat fish, though.
Yeah, a lot of them eat meat.
That's weird.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them are meat eaters.
I thought they just ate like plankton or something.
No, that's why you have to be careful which ones you put. Even starfish eat fish.
What?
Yeah. They'll eat some fish.
I thought they just kind of like went along the ground and ate stuff off the ground.
Or maybe they don't eat fish, but they eat like they'll eat like coral and stuff. No, there's actually these ones called.
Do they feed on like dead fish or something? They're like.
I'm trying to remember. So when we had our saltwater tank, we had to be very careful with what type of starfish we put in there because of the way they would just like slowly kill the fish.
Really?
Yeah, it was super wild. We had a lobster, we had some shrimp, and one of our lobsters did kill our fish. Killed a couple fish. Yeah, it was like a little lobster. It was like this big. His name was Pierre, and he would just.
Pierre murdered his friends?
Murdered. So, and then we thought Pierre was dead. We didn't see him forever, and we're like, man, Pierre's dead. There's his body, and I like took his little body out. Well, he shed, and he went and hid while he was fragile, until his shell was hard enough again, and he came back and then just started messing people up, man. Started messing my fish up.
One on his like revenge tour. Or something?
Yeah. So, well, he was never dead. They were just picking at his shell. And then
okay.
As soon as he like grew back, he just started wiping our fish out.
So he was watching from the shadows and was just like, "I'm back, bitches."
Yeah. So I guess they eat protein. They have to eat protein.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but I know that they do. Like, I know that that's what they do.
Animals are weird, dude.
They're wild. I don't know. I would want mantis shrimp powers.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
If I could have like the superpowers of an animal, I'd either do the falcon kick or like the mantis sonic boom.
What about the falcon mantis?
The falcon. If you could combine them, like what if a shrimp could go 100 miles per hour underwater and then swim by and just do the clap, shoot a sonic boom, and
dude,
you'd be dead before you even knew it. Or knocked out. So they knock them out and then eat them? Or does it kill them?
No, I think it like puts them under.
And then they just come in and finish it?
I think so. Yeah.
Those things sound deadly, dude. I don't know if I want to run into a pack of those.
What do you call like, what's a
pack of shrimp called? Gaggle?
A gaggle of shrimp?
A squad?
Shrimp?
What's the plural?
Platoon.
Is it shrimps? Is that the plural of shrimp?
I don't know. We got to figure out that. So plural of shrimp.
Shrimps, right?
Yeah.
But what's like a collective group of them? Or they probably don't hang out in groups, do they?
No, I doubt it.
I think they're solitary.
I think that too.
We could rename this podcast to Inaccurate Facts About Animals with Mike and Tom.
Yeah, that's supposed to.
Just tell people that falcons falcon kick things at like 100 miles per hour. Maybe it's not true. I swear to God, I saw a video, though, of it happening.
What's it called? What's the Dragon Ball Z thing called? Where does it go? It's not Kaioken.
You're probably going to hate me, but I never really watched Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah, I hate you a little bit more. I can't remember what it is. I can't believe
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what they called it.
Yeah, it's like...
I just know it says Kamehameha or something like that.
Yeah, Kamehameha. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so you actually did know it more than me.
I watched it passively, but I never was like a huge Dragon Ball fan.
That's like what the mantis shrimp would do if he could travel 100 miles an hour and then do this. He would just
shoots like a power ball at you.
Just freaking blast these fish. Yeah, dude, they just fall down. I don't know, man. I just did Dragon Ball Z tattoo the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but
yeah, and I don't know. I used to be all about like Nickelodeon and stuff, so I never watched a whole lot of.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved Dragon Ball Z in the anime. Okay, man. So
I don't know how we got to there from the Pelican, but
the flying, then the hawk.
I just
yeah, dude. And then you claim that Hawk's punch.
I swear to God, you were
kick. I don't know, man. I am very curious. If you're right, let me say this much. I hope you're right because I think it's amazing, but I don't think you are.
I know that they
don't kick animals on the ground.
I know they fly that fast, but I don't. I swear I've seen a video.
They do not
something like that happening,
bro. I just cannot visually.
I'm gonna find it before we
leave. See
and then
see a hawk swooping down, doing 100 miles an hour with its beak, and then bicycle kicking an animal to death. I just can't physically or mentally get my mind around the fact that I just don't. I mean, I hope it happens. If it does, I'll be thoroughly impressed.
You know what?
I'll buy you lunch if you're right.
A good segment would be for the show is if we each pick an animal like every once in a while that has like some crazy form of like hunting or some weird power like that, like the shrimp against the hawk, and see which one would win in a fight.
Just talk about it.
We just do like animal battles and which one we think would win.
What if we do? Yeah, that's a good idea. Here's another idea. What if we do like an animal and like one of their crazy things that they do, and do if it's fact or crap.
If it's real.
Yeah, and then the audience could vote like fact or not.
And then I'll just throw a clip of it if it is real.
Yeah. And then that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll do that with this hawk kick. Fact or crap. Is it a falcon or a hawk, whatever it is. It can be either or, but we'll do if it's a fact or crap.
Because there's a lot of weird animals out there that do weird stuff.
We can dive into that.
Because
I got a couple good ones.
I think that's like endless ideas on that one, because animals are weird.
Fact or crap, guys. Falcons do bicycle kicks on animals on the ground. I hope you're right, dude. I hope you're right. I really do. I just can't, man. I don't know. If so, that might be like my new favorite animal of all time.
You have to remind me before we leave to try to find that video.
Oh man. Okay, you wanna move forward?
Yeah, let's move on. That was last news story for the day. So
okay, cool.
Set these over here.
Okay. So everybody, we know that. So everybody.
We're doing a drunk podcast.
Have a buddy. All right, so everyone, we know that some of the parents out there are having a hard time maybe keeping up with their parents' slang or with their kids' slang.
Yeah.
And let me start over. We know that all the parents, some parents out there are having trouble keeping up with their kids' slang. Okay, so we were thinking about, slang nowadays, and so we found this family education website that actually helps you to understand current day slang. So I'm going to read from this a little bit. It says, whether you're trying to not LOL as you decode your teen's text messages to you, or whether you feel the need to utter OMG as you listen to the gossiping of your teen and their friends over lattes, you'll need more than a dictionary to fully understand today's lingo and slang terms. You can use this guide as your urban dictionary or Cliff Notes, and also start to understand all the memes that go around social media as an added bonus. Try not to feel too old as you may make your way through our guide for the top of 2020 teen slang words and phrases, along with new additions for 2021. You can find this on familyeducation.com. So, we're not sponsoring them. We're reading this and we think it's pretty good. I don't know. I can't keep up with the slang.
Some of them I knew reading through it, but a lot of them I didn't.
Yeah, I know a lot. Some of these are not that new, but
I feel like obviously a parent wrote this.
Yeah.
So they put ones on there that they think are new, but have probably been around for like 10 years at least.
What Karen was sitting there and was like, I know what your kids are saying. and I want to educate you.
How do you think they did the research on this?
I know. How many kids did they actually talk to? And they were like, all right, what does this mean?
Yeah, like actually use these words. I'm
Like,
sure the kids probably made shit up because they thought it would be funny.
Like, young Timmy, what is finsta? Can you explain to me? You know? And what if this kid was just like, I'm just going to tell you this ass backwards definition. So the first one is extra, but I feel like that's been around forever and pretty self-explanatory. Extra, you know, she's so extra. So anyway, the next one is snatched. I've never heard this, really. Have you heard snatched before? Somebody say snatched?
I don't think I have.
Okay, so the way that Family Education explains it is, you don't have to worry if you hear your teen saying that someone or something is snatched. It's actually a compliment, and it could sound something like, I love those sneakers. They are so snatched.
Okay, I totally have not heard that.
No, I've never heard it.
In that context, I've never heard that.
How's your coffee?
It was pretty
Snatched? Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's probably... I could never see myself saying that. But I guess... I don't know.
I mean, it just used to mean like you grab something.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever heard it used as.
Yeah, you snatched my coffee, dude. Give it back.
And so it's a compliment now, I guess. That's good, right?
Yeah, maybe it means like it's so desirable that you would like snatch them, but this sounds so weird. They are so snatched. Does that mean like, I'm buying those? Those are so snatched, I'm going to snatch those up?
I just can't imagine myself using that word ever.
I love those sneakers. They are so snatched.
I like that they added like in context sentences
On all of it, yeah.
for each word.
The next one is big yikes.
Okay, I've heard that one.
Yeah, well,
I know that one, yeah.
Yikes is already like,
ooh, that's bad.
This is pretty self-explanatory too. To use a slang word that we've already learned, big yikes is like yikes, only extra.
It's a very big yikes.
Think about how you might use yikes or no way, and then double it as in big yikes. Did you see what Jared just posted on Finsta?
So it's basically like a, oh man.
Yeah, it's just
Kinda.
an oh man. So big yikes. So I guess that needs to be explained.
It's like I've used that one before.
I've said yikes before.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I've said big yikes, but I said
yeah, somebody. It's kind of like
yikes.
somebody posts something cringeworthy. You're like, or does something. You're like, oh yikes.
Yeah.
Like they wipe out. You're like, yikes.
See, that one makes more sense to me than snatched.
Yeah, I
don't
think
really
so
get
too.
the snatched.
I think so too. So, Finsta. This is one that could actually be useful, I think, to parents.
When we read this before we started recording, I had no idea what this was.
Yeah, Finsta.
I thought it was finna, which is like I'm about to. It's like a different way of saying about to.
Apparently, it's a fake Insta. So some kids talking about their Finsta, I think it's their fake Instagram. So kids are making fake Instagrams so their parents don't know about their real Instagram.
So they can post what they actually want to post.
Yes.
Instead of their edited, like, watered down posts.
So all you folks that think you know what your kids, you may even have access to it. You might just have their Finsta, I guess. It says, right? Unfortunately, they may have a Finsta too, which is a secret Instagram account. I think that she's got this wrong, actually. I don't think Finsta is the second. I bet it's the fake one. And then I bet they have the real Insta, right?
Yeah.
That would make more sense to me, like fake Finsta.
Yeah.
So she thinks that the Finsta is a secret Instagram account. This account is hidden from parents. I guess, I don't know why I'm calling her she. I guess we just imagine her as a Karen, actually.
Yeah.
Let me revisit that. Yeah.
Same thing.
Karen thinks. So this account is hidden from parents and may tell a different story than your child's official Instagram account. Finsta.
I mean, I'm sure that's a real thing.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't it? I mean, think about it today. Like, when we were kids, like, you could get away with murder and just come home and have clean hands and they would never know. Nowadays, like...
It's tricky now for parents.
Dude, they're tracking their kids. They have... my kids are young, so I don't have to worry about this yet. But, I mean, they got GPS on everything. They make them... I mean, I've met some parents that are just like... their kids cannot fart without them knowing what's going on, dude.
Yeah, but
gotta
I'm
be
sure
exhausting.
for a lot of parents, it's probably tough to keep track of all their social medias.
Absolutely.
Like, even if they want to keep
Absolutely.
track of their social medias, if they're trying to, I'm sure it's a pain in the ass.
I see the need to want to do those, and plus we got the news telling us crazy stuff all day long, you know?
Yeah.
How could you not be worried as a parent, you know?
Yeah, there's just so many ways that, like, there's so many different forms of communication now over social media that I'm sure they'd want to keep track of, like, what their kids are saying on there and stuff. So I'm sure the youth of the day definitely has Finstas.
A couple of these are pretty, yeah, I bet Finstas,
I believe it.
as soon as Instagram came out, I bet there were Finstas,
Oh, yeah.
you know? The next one is Flex, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's known Flex. Flex has been around for a while. I
Yeah,
mean,
this is pretty well known,
yeah.
I think.
No cap.
I've heard that one.
No cap, yo.
I don't actually put it in my vocabulary, though.
This is equivalent to for real
Yeah.
or no lie. From our younger days, teens are emphasizing that they are telling the truth with this one.
No cap.
This coffee's good, dude. No cap.
Okay, when we were younger, we just said, like, no joke.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No joke, or just like, I don't know. I guess I didn't. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
I want to jump ahead to this one because I feel like, so this one gets used a lot at work. And because I work with a couple guys that are younger, and the first time I heard it, I was like, what are you talking about? So it's, I'm dead. And I guess it's like, I understand what it means now, but at first I was like, what did you just say?
Like, what are they trying to get across?
I'm dead.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, that's crazy. I'm dead. What do you think that?
I don't even know, dude.
It means like that was so ridiculous that I died listening to it.
To me, it just is a little over the top.
So I think it's real life emojis is what people are kind of like. They just verbalize like, I'm dead. Like what an emoji symbol would be, right?
Yeah.
So I'm dead is like, and then the other one is I'm screaming.
Yeah.
So I said something.
I've heard that one.
I told a joke to this guy I'm working with, and he goes, I'm screaming. And I go, what do you mean?
Yeah,
You're not
what-
screaming? And he's like,
what
I'm
are you-
dead.
what are you
And
screaming
like,
about?
I'm like, what do you mean, dude? Like,
What the hell
what?
are you talking
I'm
about?
screaming, dude. I'm dead. I'm like, all right, dude, you're not screaming. We're being very calm.
I couldn't, like, actually, like, I couldn't bring myself to say that, like, in an actual, like,
It's just
conversation and, like, take myself seriously. But
Okay.
I'm
I'm
not-
screaming. I'm flying.
is that one too?
No, but why not?
You're just making it up.
I'm running right now. What if you just say, I'm working out?
Like, where do these come from? Like,
I'm screaming, dude. I'm jumping.
I guess it is coming from, like, emojis.
That's,
Is that where?
yeah, that's what's got to be, right?
That's just the origin.
So I'm like, I'm jumping.
like,
like,
who's the first person to say that? Like,
I'm dead. And everybody's like, dude, you're not really dead. And that's cool. I'm dead.
I'm dead that you're saying you're dead.
I'm dead. I'm screaming. I'm high-fiving you.
I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face trying to say that. Like,
I'm smiling.
it makes me cringe trying to think about even saying that in an actual conversation.
I'm smiling.
That's cringe, bro.
I'm cringe, dog. Cringe, bro. No cap, though. No cap. What was the other one? Dang, dude. That shit's Snatched.
That's big yikes.
Big yikes.
It's
Snatched.
big yikes if you say you're dead.
I don't know, dude. I just can't get over like the way people say things rather than like instead of laughing, they say I'm dead. Like just smile and laugh at the damn
Just
joke.
laugh-
You know what I mean?
laugh,
Like
dude.
it's different through a text message, but this is in person. Like, you know what I mean? It's not a
That's
text.
the thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is like
Some people speak in text and emojis now, and that bugs the shit out of me. Like, just if someone tells you a joke, don't say like I'm dead.
dude.
Just laugh.
Yeah, like what
if
is
it
happening?
actually was funny, just laugh.
When are we gonna get to the future and everybody's like, I'm dead. LOL.
Crying face.
Crying. Like, are his emotions going to just be... What was it? They did that poll, and it was like 30% of college students thought that we could communicate with emojis alone. 30%.
I don't think I could pull that off.
No way, dude. I couldn't pull it off. I don't know. So anyway, that one gets me. And so I wonder what other kind of words we could say. Like, I'm dead.
Can we
I'm dying.
Yeah, like make up some slang.
Yeah. I'm jumping. I'm flying.
I'm soaring.
You're soaring.
I don't know.
I'm swimming right now.
I don't. all the slang I use usually is from like when we were kids.
None of this jumps into your... I mean, this is new stuff, though. You can use this.
Like I'll use yikes. Rarely. But I don't see myself saying I'm dead or I'm crying.
What about this one? Here's another one. Spill the tea. Kids say spill the tea? What did they go back to the freaking... What hundreds was that? Kids...
Does that mean like tell the truth or something like that? I think, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's like... Is it like based on like who says spill the tea? That's like...
I've never said anyone say that in person.
So it's on here.
I've seen it used like
that's on
the
like,
internet.
What's that show called? No, like that's like a old Victorian thing. Spill the tea, Charlotte. Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Like a Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, like what is it? It's not like are they reverting back? Esta, spill the tea. Tell me what's going on.
To me, it's like tell me the drama or something like that.
Well,
right?
yeah. Well, that's obviously what it is, right? If you hear your teen asking a friend to spill the tea, it means that they want to hear the latest gossip. So
Okay.
that's like Golden Girls, like spill the tea. That's not new. Right?
I mean,
Spill the beans?
yeah. That's the new version of it, I guess.
Nobody says this. I think this lady's spill the tea can't
That's what I
be
was saying.
new.
Like some of these, I think she just like she doesn't make them up, but she said it like, or she saw it used like on the internet once, and thinks that all the kids are saying.
Spill the tea. Nobody's saying spill the tea.
I don't think so.
Like I said, like I can imagine two old ladies having breakfast being like, spill the tea. Tell me everything. I can't imagine like
Do you think
kids.
this is like slang from 1900, maybe?
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
I would assume.
Yeah, and the kids. What if the kids? Karen's interviewing's like, just throw in like spill the tea or something, and throw her off scent.
Maybe the kids don't want her to find out what the actual slang is.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
some of these are real, but some are, I don't know. I don't know if I believe all of them.
CD9. Have you ever heard CD9?
No.
Yeah, that's
What's
a new
that?
one. CD9 is breaker breaker. This one may take you back to the walkie-talkie days of your youth. CD9 stands for code 9, as in can't talk, my parents are here. I've never heard that.
What?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
yeah. It says it takes you back, so maybe it's an older one.
So that's just a way of like speaking in code,
Yeah, I guess.
so the parents don't find out what they're talking about.
And then a Netflix and chill is on
I
here.
mean, everyone knows that one.
Yeah, we do, right? So this is, I'll just read the way she wrote it. But this one sounds nice, right? Maybe you're at work right now and you're thinking of how nice it would be to get comfy on the couch, watch Netflix tonight with a pint of ice cream.
For real, this is so oblivious, dude.
When your teen says it, unfortunately, it means that she is using that as a front to have someone over or go over their house to make out and possibly more. Okay, now the fact that she says she is using it means that Karen's probably interviewing her daughter,
Yeah.
right? Because she said she a couple times.
So we found her source.
Yeah, so we're getting to it. Spill the tea, Karen. Anyway, that's pretty funny. I think that she's...
Yeah, I think she's getting the runaround on that one.
Yeah, POS is on here, which...
POS?
POS, dude.
Is that what I
Oh,
think it
wait,
is?
no, it's not.
Is it something different?
It's something different. It's something different.
I mean, we all know what POS is, or at least what it used to be. What does it say on there?
And then there's LMIRL. Are you familiar with that one?
No.
LMIRL. This is an acronym using text, and it's something we almost never would have had a reason to say as kids, unless we were handwriting letters to pen pals via snail mail. LMIRL means let's meet in real life. You have to say that so often that you have to make an abbreviation. Like, how often are you saying this?
I never say that.
Hopefully this person is not a creeper, to use another teen slang word. Okay, so POS, I'm going to jump to this. POS is not piece of shit, which is what
That's what I.
We've
thought
always used it for,
immediately.
right? It means parents over shoulder.
What?
Apparently.
So that's another code word, basically.
Yeah, it says, I'm not going to use profanity, but I bet POS means a phrase in your mind that starts with the words piece of ... Today, POS is a quick acronym for texting or messaging that means parents over shoulder. So if you see this, maybe you should stay near your teen for a few minutes longer.
Well, I don't think that would work. If they say parents over shoulder, then they're not going to say anything good.
Yeah, she's got Karen. Yeah, that's interesting.
They're not going to spill the tea if the POS is there.
Dude, there's some...
Did I use that right?
Yeah, you did.
Am I hip with it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
that one
I'm screaming. I'm jumping and flying.
I'm literally screaming right now.
Screaming and jumping. Okay.
I did not know POS. That was not
Yeah,
what I was
that's a weird
expecting.
one. That's a weird one. FOMO. FOMO
I've never heard that one.
is fear of missing out.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard that one. Never
Okay.
mind. I've seen it used. I've never seen anyone actually say it IRL.
She's got Bye Felicia on here.
Who is this person, man?
She has Karen on here. This is probably one of the most popular slang words of 2020 and is one that even parents seem to jump in on using. This is a term typically used for a dedicated to Karen across the U.S. Oh, dude, it must have cut a line out.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Probably wasn't that funny anyway. But Bye Felicia is on here.
One of my favorite words of like the last couple of years is definitely Karen.
Yeah.
Because there was never a word to describe those people before, but now we have one. I don't know what, I know I've heard the male version is like kin.
Yeah, I've heard Ken or Chad.
Yeah.
Chad was a pretty big one for a while, actually, before Karen. What a Chad.
Chad was the one, oh no.
It was like meant to be like a college boy that like...
Kyle was the one that like punches drywall and drinks Monster. You ever heard that one?
No.
You haven't heard that one?
No, Chad's like the dork kind of one, right?
I think so. No, Chad's like a
Like what?
like
a
macho
Chad?
guy,
Like a wannabe macho guy?
like a cool guy. No, like a cool macho guy.
No, they're not cool. They like always joke and like they make like they'd be like, "What a Chad." I don't think it's like a cool thing to be called a Chad.
The way I've seen it used is like it's like
You think he's a cool
yeah,
Chad?
like a good macho guy.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't think so. I guess you might know more about
I don't
this
know.
than me.
The way I've seen it is like the cool macho guy, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Bye Felicia is a term that is used when you are saying goodbye to someone or something that is leaving. Yet no one really cares that they are leaving. It can also be used in the same way older folks might say good riddance, for example, when referring to the overly challenging year of 2020. You might be tempted to say bye Felicia.
I definitely prefer Bye Felicia
Yeah,
over
yeah.
Good Riddance because it's just funner to say.
Yeah, dude. All right.
That one originated from like a YouTube video or something like that went viral, isn't it?
It's from
Or was it a show or something?
I thought it was from like Friday or something.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's from like an old movie.
Okay,
I think it's from Friday.
you're right. I think you're right. I'm screaming.
Screaming, dude. I'm gonna post that on my Finsta. All right, well, those were pretty entertaining. They're okay. We got Fleek on here. Shook.
I've heard shook.
Shook, pretty
So
self-explanatory.
Fleek is like on point, right? Or something
yeah,
like that. Like
yeah. Fleek is on point. They don't have sheesh in here. That's a really popular one.
sheesh, yeah, sheesh is a
Sheesh. Or
another one.
what was the other one we were talking about? Or you had it on this one.
Oh, we were talking about poggers, and you were asking me what poggers means.
Yeah. What was it? Yeet. Yeet.
Yeet is like throwing something.
I don't think it is. I think it's like
I thought it was.
yeet. Oh, that was cool. Yeet. Like, oh,
I've
yeah,
never
like,
heard it used like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I think so.
I've only
It's
ever
like,
heard
oh
it.
shit, that was sick. Yeet.
I've never heard it used like that.
I think so, dude.
Every time I hear it is like when someone's like throwing something, it goes yeet.
Oh man.
That's when I hear it.
Okay. So what's poggers, dude? Enlighten us.
Poggers started from like an emote on Twitch. called PogChamp, which is like
Pogs?
yeah, it's like, oh, something exciting just happened, so you put the PogChamp emote, and it's just like a face going like,
Oh.
like excited, like can't believe what just happened, basically. And so people shortened it to Poggers now, and now they just say Poggers.
Like,
I've never heard anyone
shit,
actually.
Poggers.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say it
Like,
in person, like in a real life scenario. I've only seen it in like Twitch chat. But I mean, I knew of that one. That was one of the few that I actually knew on here.
okay. Poggers. So when you kill something or you crush it.
Yeah, if you
Poggers.
do like a cool play or something like that, you do something cool, someone will say it's Poggers. I mean, hopefully to lift your spirits.
Let's go to the one we were joking around with was
One of the ones from our day, back in our day.
no, I heard one of my friends was trying to discover like sayings, and they were talking about hundo p. Was the saying?
What is that?
Like 100%,
Oh, okay.
right?
They just shorten it,
Yeah. So
even though it's not even really that short.
we'll throw one of those out every once in a while at work
Hundo P.
to annoy the youth. I'll be like, yeah, dude, yeah, that looks great, hundo p. They hate it.
So were you guys trying to make that a new thing, or was that
No,
just like,
she said it was. She like printed out a list and like
Oh, okay.
same kind of thing we got on here.
what about, have you heard bet?
Yeah, bet.
We say that at work a lot.
Yeah, bet. Like, yeah,
In like a joking way.
Get it.
Like, I bet.
yeah. Do it. Bet. Like, I'll do it.
We use it like if
Bet
someone,
against it.
if you're like trying to have a conversation with someone and they're not really paying attention, like kind of walk away. You're just like, I bet.
Oh, really?
And say it like as a sarcastic way of
Oh,
them not really listening. That's how we use it. We're not really using it in the right
Like,
context.
'cause I think it's like bet against me. Like, you think I won't bet?
I thought I was just like, okay.
Like, you think I won't drink this water? Bet.
I mean, you could use it like that,
I
obviously.
think that's how it's used, right? Is that what it says?
We probably use it in the wrong context. We just use it as like a different
bet on
way
here?
of saying okay.
Well, maybe I'm using it wrong. I don't know, dude.
I don't think it's on the list, is it?
No, we use that. Bet. Or you won't. You
Yeah.
ever say you won't
Yeah.
to entice somebody to do something? I don't know, man. Maybe we're on this too. So one that's good on here is the fart knocker.
Oh, from
And
when we were kids.
yeah. So what is a fart knocker? Like,
I remember hearing it from like Beavis and Butthead first.
you fart knocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Like, how is that insulting you? Do you knock farts?
I have no idea.
Like, I'm curious.
I just remember Beavis and Butthead had so many different like insults or something like that they kind of sprung on the youth of those days.
Yeah, cornholio.
Yeah, Fart Knocker was like one of the main ones.
Fart knocker.
I can't remember. I haven't watched that show in so long, but I used to watch that a lot. We'd have to like watch it in secret so we wouldn't get in trouble, but
Fart knocker. Did you ever watch Jay and Silent Bob?
yeah.
What is it? The cock knocker?
Yeah.
Code?
Cock Knocker.
Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
He's got that massive hand. I didn't watch the reboot. Have you seen the reboot?
No, I haven't.
I kind of want to.
I forgot they even did that.
Home skillet.
My dad used to use that one ironically when I was a kid. He used to call me home skillet.
To refer to a best friend who you could confide in about anything you were going through in life. Your home skillet. That's deep.
It's just a weird
Why
one
is
to
it so
think,
deep
like,
on
how
here?
did that one come about?
Yeah.
Home skillet.
Home skillet. We should jump into some old stuff. Jive turkey.
See, those ones are like, that's like 70s, right?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
like pretty old.
Yeah, I want to jump into some of those.
Even
dude.
older than us.
Yeah, we should try to talk to each other using only.
Only like
Like,
70s or
Yeah,
like super ancient slang.
that'd be a pretty funny thing to throw on the show. Eat my shorts.
I mean, that's obviously from Simpsons. I think they started that, Bart Simpson.
I think it's been around for a long time. That was just like one thing he said.
I think maybe they just made it popular or something.
Yeah, it's just more popular.
I never really ever said it, but I thought it was funny back in the day.
As if.
That just reminds me of like Clueless.
Yeah.
or something like that, like 80s
Yeah,
slang.
for sure.
I never used that one.
No.
There's some words that we use like back in the 90s, like tight,
Yeah,
sick.
dank.
I still use those.
I never used dank.
I don't know if they're as popular now, but
I use tight.
yeah.
Yeah, I used it the other day. Mary's like, you don't say that. I'm all, yeah, I do. She's like, no, you don't. I'll say sick all the time.
See, I say tight. Bet.
Tight bet. I'll be like, oh, I should use some of these on Mary. I'll be like, dang, dinner looks good. Snatched.
The dinner looks real snatched.
Dinner's so
I'm
snatched.
screaming.
The dinner's so snatched. I'm dead.
Oh, no
I'm
pee.
screaming.
Oh,
Oh, no
no
pee.
pee.
Oh, there was another one in here. What was it? Where is that one? This one was I had never heard this one before. Where did I pass it up? I saw it on the website. Maybe you didn't print it out. It was mittens.
Mittens?
Mittens.
Did you read what it was supposed to be?
Oh man, I can't. I'm not gonna know it phrase for phrase, but it was mittens, and it was. Let me see if I can jump on here real quick.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, I never heard it before. It was mittens. I never seen it before, and I was like, mittens? What the heck? Mittens. Fauci, ouchie. Diamond hands. You didn't get all these, man.
I don't know what happened. I've heard diamond hands.
Have you?
Yeah.
What is it?
I first heard it like when the GameStop stock thing was like exploding or whatever. People were buying the stock and like holding it instead of selling their shares. So if you held your stock, you had diamond hands. Like you're hanging on to it for dear life.
Let's see where they say it originated. Diamond hands refers to the state of hanging on to a situation that carries extreme financial risk. For example, even though it was risky, my bae has diamond hands. She held on to her Bitcoin investment until she made back $25,000. The Fauci ouchie, in the time of 2020 slang words related to COVID-19 pandemic becoming even more magnified. In 2021, we of course have to account for the vaccine related to slang entering the English language. A Fauci ouchie refers to the COVID-19 vaccine.
So that means if you get the vaccine, it's a Fauci ouchie.
You got the Fauci ouchie.
Never heard that.
I got the Fauci ouchie.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
So COVID brought some new slang.
Yeah, they brought it out, dude.
I mean, it rhymes. I
All
like
the
it.
Rona and all that. Okay, so mittens was interesting, and I'm going to bring it out today at work, I think. The term mittens is getting even more attention after the publication of countless Bernie Sanders mittens memes. It's a descriptive term for something that was not quite amazing, but not bad either. For example, I didn't ace the test, but I didn't fail either. I guess it was mittens.
So middle of the road, I guess.
Yeah, so like something's average, a little bit above average maybe?
How did that come out of Bernie's mittens, though?
Because he wears mittens in that meme.
Yeah,
And they're like,
but
the meme was, it was just like, I don't know. I love those
How
memes.
did they like steer to that?
All those Photoshop
definition,
memes
though?
of him were great.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know the meme. I just don't know. I'd never heard that used as a slang before.
Mittens.
That's a new one for me.
This episode is probably mittens. It's probably not our best, to be honest.
I think we could say that for pretty much every episode we do.
Yeah, we're pretty mittens as people,
We're
I guess.
a pretty mittens podcast.
Mittens.
Or show.
I don't know, dude. Mittens, man. I don't know.
I might have to start using that. I feel like no one's gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. Though.
Start it, dude. Maybe it's brand new.
It could be. This could be a fresh, hot meme off the market.
You guys want to jump ahead of your kids? Start using mittens.
You want to invest in this slang with your diamond hands.
Yeah. Hang on tight, or you're dead. I mean, no, you're screaming. I'm jumping.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Some of these are new for me, so we learned a little bit today.
Yeah. I know.
Some of them I don't believe are actually real, though. I think that these are like some of them were made up. Like
maybe it's just different.
Like
maybe.
POS. I don't think that's.
It could be. Parent over shoulder?
Maybe for like really young kids, like texting.
Well, if they know their parents looking over I mean, I'm not a teenage kid. Who knows? There's probably tons of those, to be honest, like little hidden
there's probably a lot more that didn't get.
Absolutely.
They don't want to give all their secrets away for this.
I mean, especially nowadays, because like you have parents who like look through their kids' text messages. I'm sure they're hiding stuff in them all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I saw that? You know what I think is really crazy is the kids with these with like Snapchat. They can share their location. That stuff's wild, man.
Yeah. That's like scary.
Dude, I
would never do that.
Yeah, man, I know. It was like
you can just pull up the little map and see where all your friends
are. I know. My
I'm
Snapchat came up and it was like, give away your location. I was like, what?
Fuck no.
And I'm like, why does everybody need to know where I am? You know, it's my wife always says, you want to assume everybody's like out to get you, right? That's like
yeah.
So you think somebody like, oh, they know I'm over here, they're gonna rob my house. You know, this, that. You know, like they say you're not supposed to say when you're out of town. When you're going out of town, right? You're not supposed to publicly know because then people will know you're not home and they'll rob you.
Yeah.
And which is sad because if you post that, it means that it's one of your friends.
You don't trust your friends that much.
So one thing, maybe you have some story about Leah, but Mary, if there's like too big a gap in our blinds, she has said, "I love you, baby. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm dead." After this comment, not meme related probably, but she'll like be laying in bed. So she has a couple things. So I have to sleep on a certain side of the bed. I'm sure she's not the only one who feels this way. So I die first if an intruder.
Oh no.
Yeah, she said this to me. She's like, so you'll die first if an intruder comes in. Wouldn't you want to protect me anyway? And I'm like, that's why I have to sleep on the side of the bed? Not because you want that side, just because...
She didn't start with, like, that way you could protect me if someone comes in?
Yeah, she's like...
That way you're getting stabbed first?
You're going to die first. I get, like, an extra 30 seconds of horror or whatever. You know, like... So that's one. She always tells me, she's like, that's why they kill you first. I can run away. While you're like... Yeah.
Like, for us, it's like...
I'm sure it's I can protect you too, but yeah. She doesn't say that. She says that way you die first. If, like, the murderer... Obviously, I'm losing this situation, I guess. I'm not going to...
Yeah, like, for ours, it's like I sleep on the right side of the bed because she always slept on her left side of her bed, so she's just used to that side.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I sleep on the other side.
Yeah.
And for the blinds, like, being closed, she just likes the room to be, like, pitch black.
Yeah.
So if there's, like, any bit of light, she, like, can't sleep for some reason. So we got to make sure all the curtains are, like, tucked and completely covering the windows and everything.
You want to know why our blinds have to be closed?
Why?
Have I ever told you this?
So they can't peek in through the window at you?
So a sniper can't shoot Mary in her sleep.
Is that real?
Yes. She's been like, close it. A sniper could see us. And I'm like, what?
A sniper could see
She's like a sniper.
She's watching like too much Jason Bourne.
Well, I was like, babe, I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't know if we're important enough for somebody to send a sniper
John Wick's
after
coming
us.
for you.
Yeah, I'm like, and if somebody wants us that bad, it's not this one moment our blinds are open.
Yeah.
We're not like living a life,
no,
like underneath. But she'll be like, no, the snipers can see us. Like, make sure that.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
Maybe it's just like a superstitious.
I love it. Yeah. I don't know if she literally means it all, but she's like, she's funny. My wife cracks me up.
That's funny.
So one time I scared her so bad. I went to the bathroom like in the middle of the night. I don't know what came over me, but I was like, what if I just like crawl back into the room, you know, so she can't see me? So I like went into the bathroom and I heard her like wake up a little bit. And I was like, all right, so like just crawled across the ground and our bed sits a little higher. And she's like, and I was like, turn the light off. She's like, Tom, are you okay? Is everything okay? And I'm like, army crawling. I'm such an asshole. And I like get around to her side of the bed, and she's like,
she's awake.
Yeah, she's bird dog, and she's like, oh shit, man, what's up? Looking over at the door, she's like, Tom, honey, and I jump up and I scare her, right? Oh man, she was so mad that she made me sleep on the couch. She's like, get out of here. She's like, leave right now. But yeah, it was pretty sweet.
See, for us, it's like the opposite. Leah always scares me. If I'm in the bathroom and like she waits for me to come out, she'll hide around the corner. And I'll hear that the house is like really still.
Yeah.
I'm like, wondering what the hell's going on. Like, I usually can hear her walking around or whatever. Come out of the bathroom and she just jumps out and scares me.
Oh, that's
She's gotten me quite a few times doing that, like when I'm not expecting it.
That keeps
Dude.
that keeps life in the. Does she talk in her sleep? Either one of you guys talk in your sleep at all?
She has a few times, like very rarely though. I don't know if I do.
Yeah.
I know I like kind of like I'll jerk in my sleep and like twitch and stuff like that sometimes. Like when I'm first falling asleep, and it annoys the shit out of her. She hates it.
I talk in my sleep a lot.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't realize it, but I always.
Mary ever said like what you say?
Yeah, she'll say sometimes. She'll try to like get stuff out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Like interrogate you?
Yeah.
While you're sleeping?
Just catch me slipping.
Do you like respond to her or what?
I guess. I don't know. Like, I'm not
weird.
there. But she's like, yeah. She's like, sometimes I'll just see if you'll say anything. I'm like, what? What do you think I'm hiding from you? See, she's always sus. That's a new slang. She's always sus, yo.
Are you the sniper?
Dude, I guess she thinks it's been the long con. Yeah, I'll be with you 14 years and then I'll assassinate you after we have children and
Leave the curtains cracked a little bit so you can get the side in on it.
Yeah, she thinks she's putting me on the side to protect her from the killer. She's been in bed with him the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
No, she said one time I was laying in bed and she was like talking to me, and then I said it was like, she's like, I'm like, they're coming. She's like, oh, who's coming? I guess I jumped up and was like, get the shotgun! she freaking lost her shit, jumped out of bed. She's like, what the hell? She's like, shook me. She's like, why do you need a shotgun? I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And she's like, dude, you just screamed, get the shotgun. I was like, oh, man. So I guess I freaked her out a couple times like
You're
that.
probably having a dream about like some war battle.
It's probably during like the Left 4 Dead days, dude. We're probably gaming up.
Zombies running.
Yeah, Walking Dead just come out, you know, who knows. That show's still going. I just found out the other day. What, are they having their last season?
Yeah, they're on the last season now.
You watch that? You up to date?
No, I haven't watched it in a while. I kept up with it for a while though, up until like season 7 or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's a long. What are they on 9?
They're on like 11 now.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
They're on season 11.
I think. I watched it. I watched one of the seasons that was like newer, like 9 or 10, just randomly because I heard it was getting a little better.
Yeah.
Because it went downhill pretty hard. But I watched one season and it was like not bad. I was kind of lost at first, but like kind of picked it up.
After Glenn died, that was
that was about when I stopped watching.
Yeah. Was it? What's his name? Negan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's rowdy.
I watched up to the point where they were like having a war with him.
Yeah.
And it just got like really cheesy in some spots, and so I was like, all right.
Well, then he becomes their friend, right? And they like work together.
Yeah, well, they had him like as a prisoner for a while, and then now he's like out, and he's like one of them.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Which like,
whatever,
is fine. Like I like the actor and everything.
Yeah,
he's really good.
He's a good actor,
and he's good at playing Negan. So maybe I'll probably someday I'll watch through again because the first seasons were so good. I was like straight hooked on that show. That was like my favorite show for a long time.
Dude, the first 3 or 4 seasons were great.
Yeah.
The Carl memes. Carl. Dude, those are good. The Carl memes and he's all crying. Oh no, Carl. Oh no.
Yeah, all the dad jokes that they put on that meme.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah, that show, it fell off a cliff for a little bit, but I think it's gotten better, or at least from what I've heard.
Yeah.
The season I watched it a couple years ago. It was better than where it was at. So once they finish the show, I think I'll probably watch through and watch it to the end. Maybe skip the crappy seasons. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I would.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of TV,
That's a lot
man.
of stuff to watch, though. That's 11 seasons of a show. They're 40 minutes long each.
How many episodes are in a season?
I think they do like 16 or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. The first season.
It's almost 200 hours.
Yeah, it's only 6.
No, wait. Yeah, no, it's like.
I don't even know.
Well,
we're not mathematicians, remember?
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
I just remember the first episode was like my favorite zombie thing, like besides Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, getting out of the hospital and all that.
Yeah,
Shaun of the Dead's good too.
Yeah, that's like my favorite. One of my favorite top 3 movies.
When they're all playing video game at the end together.
That's a top 3 movie for me all time.
Dang, I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, that first episode of Walking Dead was like an hour and a half long. It was like a movie. basically.
Have you seen The Boys?
Yeah.
Because he's in it. The guy from Shaun of the Dead. He's the dad.
Yeah. He wasn't really in the second season, though.
No.
Not much.
So from what I heard is the writers wrote, like whenever the writer was writing the series, imagine that he would be the kid. But he's obviously too old.
Is it that old?
The story, yeah. So, but they,
I didn't know that.
with him in mind, like, but they were like, we'll make him the dad, and that's why he's in it.
Okay. Yeah, like, I guess because he was probably younger, like when they were writing it.
Well, it's a comic book series.
How long's it been around?
A while.
That was probably like around the time Shaun of the Dead came out, when they would considered him as the kid in it.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, not that he's like a kid. He's like in his early 20s. Maybe they wanted him to be a little older, you know. But they were like, we'll make somebody. The guy that used to cast the kid was good.
Yeah, he's great. I love him.
Who's his dad? His dad's a famous actor.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
He looks totally like. Whenever I found out he's Dennis Quaid's son, like obviously he looked just like your dad.
Yeah, he's great. I love that show. Carl Urban's like one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Too. So he's perfect in it.
Oh yeah.
And then Homelander is like ridiculous. Like the actor that plays him is so good.
No,
He's so good for it.
Dude, he is the way he like cries and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so awkward. I don't know, man. That's a good show.
That show.
If you haven't seen The Boys, you got to watch it. It's very crude. Dude, the last season, the guy with the...
They do so...
Oh,
they're
my...
so over the top in some
Holy
parts.
shit. They're all over the place, man. It's good, though.
Yeah.
That show's money.
I'm sure most people have seen it, because that's like the main thing on Amazon Prime, basically. Yeah. That's like their key show. But yeah, it is pretty crude, so if you're squeamish a little bit, it's very gory. Like when the Deep is riding the whale or whatever in the second season.
Oh, I know, dude. The Deep.
That part's horrible.
The Deep is cringeworthy, for sure.
Every time he's like got a scene by himself, I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen now?
Dude, he's so awkward.
Some of his scenes are so horrible.
Girl's like playing with his
gills.
Gills is like
that part. Made me cringe so bad.
I couldn't watch it either. I was like, oh.
I was screaming.
Screaming.
I was dead.
I'm dead. Dude, seriously, dude. I don't know. Show's good though.
Yeah,
I like
good.
it.
It's a really good show.
Show Snatched.
That show is real Snatched.
Hell yeah. I guess I don't know. You want to call it?
I think so.
That's a good time.
We'll go for our. You want to do the office quote and then we'll sign it off?
Yeah. All right, everybody. So
what should the giveaway be for this? Like, what are we gonna do? Do you think we'll have merch? Maybe. Well.
Yeah, maybe by the time we post this.
Yeah, we could have a shirt or something like that be the prize.
We'll just do.
Maybe.
Yeah, we could have like. Yeah, we could do that. Like our first swag bag. Be the first one to have some No Sense.
Yeah.
Merch. Okay, cool. We'll just put something cool together. So if you like our show and want to participate, you have to name what episode this office quote is from and who said it. Okay, so the office quote is, if my parents see this, I'm toast.
That's it.
That's it. That's all it is. I'm curious to see what kind of answers come up. So if you get it, we're going to, first person to answer correctly, with both of those details. And you have to follow us on Instagram and or TikTok to qualify, right? Is that what we're doing it on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put together some merch. So
yeah, we'll have a cool swag. You'll be the first one to own some No Sense merch.
We may not have it right away, but we'll mark down your name and get your info. And then we'll once we get it together, we'll send it to you.
And we'll have some cool stuff. So all right, everybody, thanks for watching. I think that's episode 6.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think this will be like episode 3 or something like that of a full.
Yeah.
I'll do a full episode of this one.
We're working the kinks out, guys.
Yeah.
Bear with us here. So we appreciate you. That's No Sense.
Episode 3/3.5.
3.5. 3.6.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.
See ya.